Oh my god, it's happening! Hello, back again. I hope you've been doing well. It is one of the days at the end of July. It's near the end of July. I am currently in the process of prepping for Otakon, which is going to be my second convention of the year and my second convention ever. I'm pretty excited. I'm also really nervous, but that's normal. That's my normal. Otakon is a convention in Washington, D.C. I believe when I looked up the numbers, the last year's attendance was around 42,000 people, which is crazy. It was a juried lottery, which meant they kind of like handpicked the artists that they wanted to choose from, and then there was a lottery for you to get the final table, and I was accepted first round, which was really, really amazing. I have heard really good things about this convention, mostly from other artists who are experienced in doing artist alleys. They all really seem to like Otakon. They say the vibes are good, the people are good, and they said sales are usually really nice. So I'm doing my best, hoping for the best. Now that I have one convention under my belt, which was C2E2 in Chicago. Thank you so much if you watched that vlog, by the way. That was a really encouraging experience for me, so I'm hopeful that this is gonna go well too. Right now behind me is my test for a 6-foot display. So far, applying to Otakon has been nothing but a really wonderful experience. Pretty easy to apply. Probably for me, one of the most confusing and just like a little bit frustrating parts of this process has been that nobody really knows what size table we're gonna get in the artist alley. So I applied for a standard size table. You're supposed to be given a 6-foot table. That's on a lot of the written like manual paperwork things that we've been given already. But then there are like certain parts of the artist portal that you get access to that says you have an 8-foot space. For the past couple years, it seems like artists have been given 8-foot tables. The Artist Alley director has said in the Discord that they don't actually know what size table we're going to be given until the day they set up the space. Their design company or whatever company they're working with to get tables and chairs for Artist Alley can choose to bring 6 feet or 8 feet tables. That's a big difference. I know it doesn't sound like a huge difference, but an extra 2 feet of retail display space can be wildly game changing. Hold on, I'll show you. So my display mostly uses these like grid panels. They're about maybe just under a foot across. The setup behind me has 5 of these cubes across. So it's like a 5-foot display on a 6-foot table. I use these same panels for an 8-foot table in Chicago, and that display was 7 of these panels across. The reason that it makes such a big difference for my personal display is on one of these panels, I can fit at least 4 of my square prints. If you like look at my display, if I get an extra 2 feet on either side for my display, that's an extra maybe 8 of these panels, which potentially means an extra 32 print designs, or an extra sticker panel, which can fit another 16 sticker designs, or it could mean bringing more sticker sheets, or washi tape, or bookmarks, or another tote bag if I had more tote bag designs. So an extra 2 feet of space is a lot. I'm kind of frustrated that I don't know what I'm gonna get. I'm not like really mad at the event organizers. It is what it is, but it just means that I have to plan for either a 6-foot table or an 8-foot table. Well, I have to plan for both. So this is my 6-foot display. I will give you a better overview in a second, and then I'm gonna tear this all down and build an 8-foot test display, and then whatever happens. But otherwise, I'm very happy with how the planning is going, and I'm really excited for the event. Cece is going to be there, and a lot of other artists that I know and have followed for a long time and am mutuals with are going to be there. So overall, I'm just very excited for this event. It doesn't really matter about the table. I just thought I'd throw it out there in case you're, this is the experience. This is the honest experience. But other than like the table size, everything else is going really well. I'm very excited for everything. So this is how my display is looking so far for a 6-foot table. You can see on the floor, I've marked in blue tape where the ends of the table would be. This whole display itself is about 5 feet across and 5 feet tall. Yeah, and I think it's looking all right. It fits all of the print designs that I want to bring. I'm bringing more prints than I brought to Chicago, which I'm a little bit nervous about, but I really like the new designs that I've made since that convention, and there are a couple open spaces towards the middle and the bottom of this display right now because I want to make some extra signs to include washi tape and mystery bags and bookmarks that I have, but otherwise I think it's looking okay. I have to tear this down and make an 8-foot display. Let's go.
1 hour later.
Okay, here's how the 8-foot display is looking. It's the exact same dimensions as the display I used at C2E2, but I've rearranged some things based on all the different items that I have. This piece of cardboard is a placeholder for a bookmark sign that I need to make, and I also need to make more pricing signs for all the blank spaces right there. And then this blank space down here is going to be for mystery bags that I'm making for Otakon. Everything else is pretty much the same. So even though it was a lot of work, I'm glad I did a tester display, and now I can take all of the prints and stickers and items that I know will fit on my display, and I can make a new catalog for both my menu that I give to people to point to what they want, and I can also start posting on social media what I'm actually bringing to the con, which is very, very exciting. And I also need to order some signs. These laminated ones are from Staples. I wouldn't say Staples has like the best print quality, but they do offer laminated posters. I usually go for the 18 by 24 inch size, and I put all of the signs that I want to print on an 18 by 24 canvas and send it to them, and it comes laminated, and then I cut them all out by myself. So yeah, I think for me that's the easiest way to do it since I don't have a printer or a laminator. I really don't want to tear this all down right now. My back hurts.
Look so fly, like apple pie, yeah, they want a piece of us. My oh my, when we drive on by, they just can't deny, yeah, they wanna be like us. Na, 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 na,
Hello.
Hi.
Are you excited?
I'm excited to walk around and see.
Do you see a soup?
where I haven't yet felt pain.
Hey, editing Marianne here. I didn't actually film any footage from the day when we got to the convention center and actually set up. I was just so tired and it was so hot in Washington, D.C. So I'm really sorry, but here's a picture of me looking really distressed after finally putting everything together.
I'm still 7 in second grade.
Are you excited?
And I'm so happy that I feel alright. And that I haven't met my brain. And maybe somewhere in a different world, my mom's a bug inside a tree. My dad's the scientist who captured her.
Look how cute my table neighbors and I look together. This is my first table neighbor, Crystal, or the Juice Box Club, and I love everything she makes. Her table is so swagged out. It looks so good. She has all these tote bags and sweatshirts, acrylic charms, enamel pins, photo frames. Like, she's got it. She's got it all. It's so amazing. Everything she makes is really, really, really cute. This is my other table neighbor, Suidi, or Angela. Angela's actually from New York City, and before Otakon, we had done a smaller local market together already. When I found out we were going to be table neighbors at Otakon, I was just so excited. Oh my god, I just love everything she makes. It's so freaking cute, and Angela's so funny and so nice.
Maybe there's a version of me left that doesn't feel free.
Maybe we'll get them.
I want every single one of these.
And I'm just trying to be the best one out of all the reality.
Carly! Carlovy was my table neighbor at a local market in New York.
In a universe, there's gotta be a better life for me.
All set up for Otakon. It's an 8-foot table and it's basically the exact same setup and dimensions that I had for C2E2 in Chicago. I just have some more print sizes and additional print designs. I decided not to bring sticker sheets this time and I brought less washi tape designs, but I brought more tote bags, which I'm very excited about. And then my newest product, which are my 3 bookmarks. So yeah, I think it's looking pretty good. I forgot, I also brought mystery bags this time. I don't know really what to expect with mystery bags. Also because Otakon has very specific rules for fan art. Your display in Artist Alley, if you have a standard table, can't have more than 50% fan art, which I don't really make too much fan art, but I tried to cluster most of my fan art in one section. So I have like my Spirited Away prints on one side and then my one Neopets print and my free run print right here. The only other print that's fan art that I didn't include over there is my Krobus print because I almost forgot to pack him. This is my setup from behind. I have all of my stickers organized in my sticker sock bin. And all of the numbers coordinate to the numbers that are in the front. And then because Cece isn't here helping me and I'm by myself, I decided to lay out most of my print designs. And then I have my bookmarks and my bigger prints on the side. We're about 45-ish minutes from opening on the first day. I took some time to write my table number on a stack of business cards. Also forgot, I brought a fan because I'm anticipating it's gonna be very hot in here once it's filled with people.
Maybe there's a version of me left that doesn't feel afraid of what comes next.
Quick check-in. It is past 6 p.m., but traffic has definitely been like on and off. I think I was expecting it to be a little bit busier based on how other people were hyping up Otakon, but I can't really complain. I'm having a great time. It's very warm in here. It's definitely harder to do a con solo. I miss having Cece here. Everyone's been very, very nice so far. Thank you so much if you stopped by on day 1. I've been giving some freebie stickers to anyone who said that they follow me. Also to any of the Otakon staff who have stopped by. They've all been so nice. Feeling pretty good about that. Hello, it is the end of day 1. It is about 9:30 p.m. Artist Alley closed at 9. The Otakon staff stopped multiple times at my table to check on me, which was really nice. I gave them free stickers every time just to thank them for their services. I feel like they were working really hard, just kind of running around and making sure everyone was good. And everyone who came to my table was super sweet. Oh, I wanted to say thank you to, well, I'll stick it in this video, but thank you to the person who gave me ribbons, who watches my YouTube channel. Hello, if you're watching. That was really nice. I was so excited to get ribbons, and thank you so much for to the person who gave me this little friendship bracelet. I love it so much. I think tomorrow's gonna be a good day. I've already made back the cost of the trip, so it's all profit from here. It's really hot. It's hot in that convention center.
It's 100 degrees.
It's 100 degrees outside in
Literally.
DC, humid because it's thunderstorm weather. I got chashu rice.
We survived day 1.
Survived day 1.
Yay.
I'm hungry.
My back hurts.
Pre-hotel breakfast. So tired. Are you ready?
We're so tired.
We're so tired.
It's fine.
Tastes like honey, call me hurricane. Waking up to the sun when I'm out again. I didn't let it change me when the pieces fell
Bye-bye.
out of place.
Bye.
Unlock the jar.
It's the start of day 2. My table's exactly the same. I haven't sold out of anything on day 1, but I am very low on my bathtub print and my Halloween print. Those are probably the lowest. I only have about 15 mystery bags left. It kind of seems like I brought the right amount of stock, at least for my placement, based on yesterday's foot traffic, but everyone says Saturday is supposed to be better, so fingers crossed that it is going to be better. Cece and I are here a little bit early. Again, we went to CVS to pick up water and snacks, and I'm probably going to write my table number on some more business cards and then take a walk around and try to find some other artists and give them snacks too. Let's go find Cece.
Someday never comes. Road trips and shotgun. Sunshine on my skin. Smile is kicking
Wow, I'm such a big fan.
in the air, jumping everywhere.
Hi! Cece's booth is basically the exact same setup as mine. She has a slightly smaller window because she has a lot of sticker sheets and sun catchers and a lot of other bigger print designs that she's trying to fit here. So I think it looks amazing. Cece's kind of in this far corner over here, and then I'm in the far corner that way. And the entrance is that yellow wall that you see right here that kind of leads into the middle rows, like directly in between us. So we're not in the direct flow of traffic, but that's okay. Cuties! Look how much more organized her back of booth setup is. So organized. Wow.
It's nice 'cause summer's on my mind.
It's 1,000 Dead Draculas. My table neighbors from Chicago. Hey, you're here. Oh, Spoopy. Amazing. Have a good con. Quick check-in. There's still about 4 hours left. It's definitely busier today on the Saturday than it was yesterday. I've already made more sales than I made for the whole day yesterday, and so having a couple hours left makes me feel very hopeful. I managed to eat, and I did manage to use the bathroom, so I'm very proud of myself. Also, my hair is hairing. It's so hot. It's so humid. I got this teeny tiny little glow-in-the-dark chicken. Thank you so much. Hot chicken sandwich.
I miss eating green things. I had so many chips today.
What? What? Ma'am?
I said hi, but then I realized I looked crazy. Cut me out.
Nope.
Cut me out.
It's been a day. Day 2 was a 10-hour day. The Artist Alley opened at 11 and we finished at 9 p.m.
She peed once. Twice? Once. I peed 0 times. I am strong.
I'm weak, but when I went to pee, I put up a little be right back bathroom break sign at my table. And when I got back, people were waiting very patiently for me to return. And that was very nice.
I did not.
I was not expecting anyone to be waiting for me. So thank you so much if you waited. I looked at my sales by the hour, and it turns out the first hour was when I peaked, and all of my sales went down every single hour after that, which is totally fine, but it meant by the end of the con, it was very slow. It felt very slow. I made 100 more sales today than I did yesterday.
And then you'll be Otakon rich, and then she's gonna be my sugar mama.
Except my mom's buying dinner tomorrow. My mom's my sugar mama.
My table neighbors are the best table neighbors on the fucking planet. Oops, sorry.
I swear.
Crystal's amazing. Angela's amazing. Everyone's amazing.
They're very
I feel
nice.
very lucky. I got to say hi to Ash. I'll put their handle here today. And that was really nice. And Nicole, aka Moonspice. And on our way out, we saw Anna, aka Sundrop Studios. Tomorrow, Artist Alley starts at 10 a.m. and ends at 3, so it's a 5-hour day. But it's the earliest that Artist Alley has opened. But it's also, I feel like by the third day of a con, a lot of artists just want to trade with each other and say hi to each other. So I think we're still going to get there early and just run around and say hi to people one more time.
I burped.
Get some souvenirs that we wanted. There's one pin that I want. I'm going to try to find a picture of it and put it here. It's a giant enamel Maple Story pin.
It's like this big.
It's like the size of my face.
It's literally
but it's all
about
these
this
Maple
big.
Story characters. And I gasped. Our friend Julie would say, the scream that I scrumped.
I think you need it. You made so much money.
Yeah, but I want to retire one day. We're going to do this until we're old ladies. Cece's going to bring knitting tomorrow
Yeah.
to the con.
It's gonna be slow. I'm all the way in the corner. Nobody is getting to my table.
Cece's all the way in a corner. It's a much worse spot.
Yeah, my spot's
Objectively.
not.
But you're still making a lot of money.
I am still making money. If I didn't have the expectations that I did, I would be happy. So I'm not gonna complain too much. If you want to hear me complain more, go to my video. But she claims that she is not emotional. She has a PhD in physics, so she is a science girly.
But I studied science.
You're emotional.
I studied rocks. I feel like that's less emotional than physics.
Physics is not emotional.
It is.
Physics is the science of how the fucking world works.
Yeah.
That's
It's
not
beautiful.
I've got an internet crush. She's not a celebrity, but she's taken. So can't help falling in love. Can't take the hint and give up. My mama told me don't talk to people you haven't met. I guess my mama was right. But it's not 'cause everybody you meet is dangerous, but 'cause they'll break your heart. 'Cause she plays it so cool, making up her own rules. And I'm a loser for thinking I've got any shot in the dark now.
It's like slightly over an hour until today starts. I'm scared. Our hyperfixation this weekend has been the Iron Chef America intros.
Lemons! Comment below if you also watched Iron Chef America growing up. And who's the best Iron Chef? And why is it not Bobby Flay? We hate Bobby Flay.
We hate Bobby Flay. We're not a Bobby Flay family here. What did you get?
I got Alan a present.
Crush. Internet crush. Internet. I've got an internet crush. She's not a celebrity, but she's taken. Still can't help falling in love. Can't take the hint and give up. I've got it. Internet crush. Internet crush.
It's the end of the day. I have sold out of a handful of things, and I've sold out of a couple mini prints that I have replaced with some other backup prints that I brought, but for the most part, it's great. We have about 20 minutes left, I think, maybe less. The actual urge to start packing up right now is so real. You can also see in my catalog that I've sold out of some designs. Even though I brought more to this con than I did the previous con, I thought I learned my lesson. I did not. I'm having a great last couple minutes. Hello. It is the end of the day. Artist Alley closed at 3 p.m. Actually, it didn't take me that long to break down my setup, but I took a little bit longer because I realized when I was almost done that my personal tote bag was missing. Not the tote bag that I was selling at the market. It's the same tote bag. It wasn't my merch that was missing. It was like the tote bag that I personally use to carry my personal stuff in was no longer there. And it feels bad. I don't really know where it went, and I'm not 100% sure when it went missing because I was really busy and wasn't paying attention, but it wasn't in any of my luggage. I know for a fact that I wouldn't have sold it by accident because it was a really worn out tote bag. I've been using it every single day, and so it wasn't like very flat and folded and pristine like all my other tote bags were. But I do know that it was at the convention center and now it's gone. It was kind of a bummer note to end on.
Annoying!
Annoying! There was nothing in the tote bag that was irreplaceable. I still have my wallet, I still have my headphones, I still have my keys for home, I still have my fanny pack with all of my money in it, I still have my square reader. There was nothing irreplaceable or really of sentimental value. It just kind of feels bad, the principle that somebody went to my table at some point and took my tote bag. It just kind of sucks that that's the end of my con experience because overall, everything else about Otakon was totally great. Every single staff person I met, amazing. Every single person who came to my table and talked to me, even for a little bit, even if they didn't buy anything, super friendly. All the artists I met, super friendly. The vibes, great.
You should chill your Capri Sun.
I'm drinking a Capri Sun because Cece's sister wanted Capri Sun and left it here, and I haven't had a cold drink since 10 a.m. and it's really hot. And I haven't had Capri Sun in like 2 decades. It tastes exactly the same.
Isn't it disgusting?
It's cold though. And that's what my body cares about. I don't want this again. To my parents who never let me buy Capri Sun when I was a kid, that's okay, I forgive you now. It's fine.
Your parents are right.
I'm probably going to talk about all the financial stuff at the end of the vlog later. This is funny because I'm vlogging and you're in the mirror in the background.
Oh, fuck.
No, you're still there. We're just chilling in our hotel room now, just trying to not sweat.
Marianne's rich. She's gonna be my Nuna.
Take me by seaside, baddies on the go. Yeah, 3 to 5.
Going home. What are we doing right now? What?
Bye-bye, DC.
CP. We're going home.
And then I have...
She has more work to do. I might take a nap. Okay, we are back from Otakon. It has been over a week-ish. Okay, that's a lie. It's probably been like closer to 2 weeks. I was really tired after the con, but I just wanted to talk a little bit about how it went and my final thoughts and talk about the money part. So again, if you want to skip around in this part, totally. So I want to talk about how the con went, sales, the actual like money numbers themselves. So overall, Otakon was amazing. It was such a good, fun con. I would say more than anything, like the vibes of the convention were there. Everyone I met was so nice. I'm sorry I can't think of a better adjective than the word nice, but that's genuinely how I feel. The Otakon staff, everyone working for Otakon specifically, they were so kind. One of the most standout parts of this con for me that was really surprising was that every single day, multiple times throughout the day, the staff would check in on artists, like individually come up to my table and say, hey, I'm with Otakon, like, do you need anything? Do you have any questions? Like, do you have any issues? Like, let us know. I just thought that was so kind and really nice because I'm sure there's so much stuff that Otakon volunteers and Otakon staff could be doing rather than like checking in on every single artist in Artist Alley. But they did it multiple times a day. I felt like Otakon does genuinely care about the artists who come to Artist Alley. That was really nice. So thank you so much to the Otakon staff. So one of the other things that made this con really, really fun for me were my table neighbors. Shout out to Crystal and Angela. As I said earlier, Angela's from New York City, and we had done a smaller market together earlier this summer before Otakon, and I didn't really get to know her that well at that market. But then her being next to me and being my table neighbor, that was just so much fun. I was really pumped to like just hang out with her the whole time, and she was really sweet to talk to, and her art is so cute, and people were like going nuts over her cute little cats and everything that she had to offer. Crystal's just phenomenal and was really positive the whole time, just like brought so much energy. Like I think I'm generally like kind of a quiet and shy person, and Crystal was just like really pumped to be there. You could tell like she had a lot of friends at Otakon who were there, just like making everyone around her feel so good, and her art is so adorable. That was really cool. It was really cool to just be surrounded by just good, amazing, talented, wonderful, lovely, funny, kind people. And then of course, like the actual attendees were so freaking nice. First of all, thank you if you stopped by my table. I just can't thank you enough. A couple of people said that they watch my YouTube videos, which is just like crazy to me because I don't have that many YouTube videos, and I don't feel very confident in my YouTube videos. So thank you for watching. If you're watching this, I have no idea. But thank you. It really meant a lot to me. And some people said that they follow me on Twitter, or they like follow me on Instagram. I met a handful of patrons, which I was just so thrilled to meet, people who have supported me on Patreon. And so if you stopped by, if you said hi, if you bought anything, if you didn't buy anything but just wanted to say hi, thank you so much. It was really, really a pleasure to meet you. It really made my day. I had so many fun conversations where they just kind of stuck with me. Thank you to the person who gave me a glow-in-the-dark chicken. Thank you to the person who made me a friendship bracelet. Thank you to the person who gifted me a couple of ribbons for my badge. Yeah, I'm just like really mind blown by just the generosity and all the good vibes that were there at Otakon. It really made it an amazing, amazing time. Okay, but now we're gonna talk about the sales numbers. My first convention was C2E2 this past April. That was in Chicago, and you can go watch my vlog on that if you're curious. That was really the only baseline I had to compare with this con. They are definitely not like one-to-one comparisons. C2E2 is very much about like comics. There was a lot of DC and Marvel. There were a lot more like comic books. Their Artist Alley is very heavily print and book focused, more than keychains and bags and merch. So it was like really interesting to see the differences between them, but that was also like the baseline that I had for sales. So we'll talk about sales numbers. So overall, I did better at Otakon than I did at C2E2. In a way, this is like a record-breaking convention for me, but I only had one other convention to compare it to, so it feels kind of silly to like say it's record-breaking. I guess in a way it is. In total, I had over 500 sales for the whole 3-day event. If I were to rank the days, Saturday was definitely the best day. It was the most crowded, it was the most sales. Friday was the second best day, and Sunday was the worst day. But that's also kind of what I expected, because Sunday was the shortest day out of the 3, and Saturday was the longest day out of the 3. And I think the hours for Artist Alley really do matter for that. So it is kind of in line with what I expected to happen. Something that I found really interesting on Friday and Saturday was that the majority of my sales would happen in the first 2 hours of the day. Between the hours of 1 and 2:30, that's when I had the most sales throughout the day. So it started like very high number of sales, and then as the day went on, like my sales just kind of dipped. That was true for both Friday and Saturday. It wasn't steady for me. Okay, so on the Friday, on the first day of Otakon, I made about 150 sales. That's pretty close to what I saw in Chicago. That's an amazing number of sales. Saturday, which is everyone was like, okay, Saturday's gonna be better. I did talk to a couple artists after Friday, and they said like, oh yeah, Friday was like not as busy as I was expecting, but everyone was like, okay, but Saturday is gonna be amazing. Like, don't worry, like you're gonna be really impressed with Saturday. Saturday was a sold out day, I believe. So I think everyone was kind of expecting it to be really, really crowded. And it was really crowded. So Saturday, I made over 260 sales. That's really good. Over 100 more sales than I made the first day. It's pretty incredible. It's pretty incredible. Do you see? Otakon attendees, you're incredible. You really are blowing my mind. It's just crazy, totally crazy. So by the end of Friday and Saturday, I had already made over 400 sales, which is more than the total number of sales I had in Chicago for my entire time at C2E2. So I was already doing really well for myself, which meant Sunday, which again is, I think, lower attendance and just slower, and the artist alley hours are shorter. I was also sold out of a couple things by that point, which means I probably didn't make as many sales as I could have made if I had had more inventory with me. But the third day I still did really well. I still made over 100 sales on the third day. So again, can't really complain about that. So those are my sales numbers. And I'm going to talk about like actual dollar amounts or approximate dollar amounts for those of you who are curious. Over the 3 days for the convention, as I mentioned, I had over 500 sales. The average sale was about $25-ish. And that's pretty comparable to what it was in Chicago as well. So I have two deals when I go to Artist Alley. One is buy 3, get 1 free, mix and match art prints. And then my other deal is buy 4, get 1 free of my stickers. And usually, like, once you kind of total that out, it's usually around like $20 to $30-ish that someone is paying if they're doing either of those deals. So that really did help, I think, with the total cost. Also, something that I wanted to note is that I did slightly increase my prices for this convention, but I did increase the price of my small prints by $1 and my postcard prints by $1. My tote bag is a little different than the tote bag I brought to Chicago. It's the same design, but the tote bag itself has a zipper at the top and a zippered inner pocket. So it's like a little bit more fancier. So that was $5 more than what I charged the last time. I had slightly raised the prices. It doesn't feel like a huge price hike to me, but when you have that many sales, it does add up over time. So I think that that's also one of the reasons why I made more at this convention. Let's talk total. Over the course of the 3 days, I hit 5 figures. 5 figures? At my second convention ever? That's wild. To have that many sales and to have that many people support my art. I went into this convention with like 2 sales goals. My like very practical worst case scenario goal was to break even for the expenses, break even for the trip, to just not be in the red, to not walk away at a loss. My much more optimistic goal was to maybe make as much as I did in Chicago at C2E2. I was like, that would be so cool. It would be so cool to just go there and get a similar like response from the attendees, have like people really like my ghosts, and come home with a similar amount of money, because that would really help me for the rest of the year. It would help fund new art projects that I want to do, more merchandise that I want to create. I don't know. I'm just really happy. So really quickly, my expenses. In terms of travel, I took Amtrak, and I also did take a couple Ubers. Between the Ubers and the train, that was about $210 total, which is really not bad at all. Table itself, so I got a standard table at Artist Alley that was $350. For a hotel, the hotel was 5 minutes walking from the convention center, so it was really, really close. Probably could have gotten a slightly cheaper place farther out in DC and taken the metro, but I thought somewhere walkable would be better when I booked the hotel. So I split that cost with Cece, so my personal payment for that was just under $700. And then food actually ended up being super low cost for this convention. Because Cece's family is from the area, we had dinner with her family Friday night and Sunday night. Food that we really paid for were groceries for lunch every single day. We just went to a Safeway, a grocery store, to buy like sandwich fixings and snacks. And then we also paid for Saturday night dinner. Breakfast was covered by our hotel, so we ate the free hotel breakfast every morning. We did get pastries on the Sunday from Tote Bakery, but overall, I would say for food, I paid about $100, $1,300 for the whole trip. which I think is really reasonable for an out-of-state convention. Even after subtracting those expenses, I'm still coming out at 5 figures. Pretty awesome. I don't like talking about it because I'm not trying to like flex. You told me that this was gonna happen last year. I never would have thought that is possible for me. What this really means for me is that I can invest a lot more in my small business and that I can keep doing this for another year. This was my first year trying to be a full-time artist and small business owner. I'm really excited that this like kind of set me up for a successful end of year, and that hopefully next year I can continue to grow. But even if I can't, this is just a really cool way to end my second convention experience. I guess I've been really vague by saying like the whole phrase 5 figures, but by 5 figures, I mean $10,000. I have to show you a haul. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the art trades I did. This tote bag and these pins are from my table neighbor, Crystal. Look how cute these little pins are. Okay, wait, sorry. I also found these really cute sticker sheets from Crystal as well. Okay, I'm absolutely obsessed with Angela's little Snoopy goodies. So I got a little acrylic keychain and sticker sheet and pocket mirror from Angela, and I got this really cute sticker as well. I wanted so many things from Angela's table, but she's in New York City, so I know I'm gonna see her again and probably buy from her in person. And then I did a really nice art trade with Meow Cherie, and I got these sticker sheets. I don't know if you can tell, but these sticker sheets are huge. They're so big, but I love them so much. I really fell in love with Mimikyu. And then these cat Tainer stickers are so funny to me. Blush Sprout had the cutest Maple Story pins I had ever seen. I did walk away with this little Maple Story mushroom. It's adorable. Blush Sprout, I love you so much. I also couldn't resist these really cute enamel pins from Scribble Creatures. Scribble Creatures is just a Halloween core artist through and through. And the first pin that really caught my eye was this little crow pin because it reminded me of my friend Ellie. So I'm gonna give Ellie this little enamel pin with the crow and ghosts. But then, oh my god, look at this little Soot Sprite and their pumpkin dog character. Everything is just so cute. I love them a lot. And they were super sweet. They bought a ton of my prints. Okay, and then Moonspice is just this really incredible artist who I have been following for years now. Nicole, she makes these really cute frogs. I think I was like most starstruck to meet Nicole in person. Nicole was really nice. I love these stickers a lot. Yeah, I'm so happy I got to meet Nicole in person. And with that, I'm going to clean up my art studio, just take care of this absolute mess in my room now. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my Otakon vlog. I don't have any more cons lined up for the rest of the year, but I do have some smaller markets, and I hope to vlog again soon, show you a little tour of my art studio when it's not this messy, and maybe do some more sketchbooking. So hope to see you soon. Thank you so much, and be sure to like and subscribe if you liked any part of this video. It would mean a lot to me. Bye!